Hi, I'm Emma from Petplan. I'm here today with Brian Faulkner. Brian, we're talking about Flystrike. What is Flystrike in rabbits?
Flystrike is very common and very serious. It's what happens is when the flies lay eggs on the rabbit's motions and actually leads to maggots.
What are the symptoms of Flystrike?
The symptoms mainly, what the owner may notice first of all, is that the rabbit's sitting back in the back of the hutch, maybe not coming forward to eat. And when they examine the rabbit, especially around the rear end, and I'm just going to turn Bobby upside down gently here, especially on the underside around the tail and the bottom, is they may notice a seething mass really of maggots crawling all over a very wet, exuding area.
What are the treatment options available for rabbits that may be suffering from this?
Well, Flystrike is an emergency. If there's any suggestion your rabbit may have Flystrike, you get it to the vet right away. Even if it's out of hours, it's an emergency. Your rabbit can die in less than 12 hours with Flystrike. There's really two levels to treating Flystrike. The first one is getting rid of all the maggots on the body. And that means washing them off, picking them off, just getting them off. And then the second level is analysing the extent of the damage. Now sometimes it's just superficial, where the skin's a bit damaged, but sometimes the maggots have actually gone inside the body. And the only thing then, unfortunately, we can do is do euthanasia. But if it's superficial, we can treat the wounds and then treat them like any wounds. We also have to think of why the rabbit got Flystrike in the first place, and that often relates to having a dirty rear end, and that often relates to having teeth problems.
So with this treatment option, can this be successful? Can the rabbit return to being how it was without having maggots everywhere?
Most of the time, oh absolutely, we have to get rid of all the maggots, and most rabbits will recover. Depends on how far advanced the condition is when presented. Sometimes if, as I say, they've breached a body cavity, there's nothing we can do, and unfortunately euthanasia is the only option. But most of them, if they're treated early enough, we can actually have a wound, which then we treat like any normal wound. This doesn't necessarily have to be a long-term condition. Sometimes though it may be a recurrent issue where a rabbit gets a messy rear end because of teeth problems. And what happens with the teeth is they've got sore mouths and they don't actually groom their bottoms. Because rabbits actually eat one type of motion, and they eat it straight from their bottoms. If they've got sore mouths, they don't eat it. So that motion accumulates and the flies are attracted to the motion, they lay the eggs and the maggots come. So I recommend to people who've got rabbits, especially during the summer months when flies are around, is examine your rabbit every day at least, preferably twice a day. And that's just simply by examining it and turning the rabbit upside down. It's not just peeping in through the hutch, turning upside down and looking and checking, because if you miss it, unfortunately your rabbit can be dead in the morning.